Welcome back to part number 2 of my Imperator Rome playthrough for the Antigonid Kingdom. This is sort of an arbitrary cut. I ran the first episode a little bit long. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. It looks as though Egypt now has claims on Judea. Now here's the question at hand. We almost are in a position to form Macedon. We meet all the requirements other than Macedon still existing. So if we can do away with Macedon after the truce ends, or maybe someone else will do away with him for us, we can form Macedon and move over here where there are a lot of Macedonians, which is our primary culture, as opposed to various other sorts about this area here: Phoenicians, Aramaics, Cadorites, Phoenicians, etc., Silicans. Our Syrian levy is mostly made up of our army. In fact, if we were to deintegrate this large cultural group here, the Aramaics, we could make our primary culture even happier. Why are these guys integrated? I don't really know. I swear I had deintegrated them. And then we have, if we were to max out our legion before we deintegrated that culture, what would happen to us? Let's see, we can get 6 more cohorts there. Then we can deintegrate them and still have a decent sized legion. Maxed it out. And now I think that we can deintegrate that culture. Why these Phrygians are so happy, I don't know. It's not really bad that they're happy, though, because there are quite a few of them about, so far as I can tell. And maybe we'll deintegrate them at some point going forward. Well, I guess we'll just wait. I'm going to try to scout out some proper merc stacks. I think there should be some down here in Seleucid territory. That's if even Egypt attacks. I'm pretty sure they always attack. Then again, this doesn't always happen as fast as that via something other than the legacy of Alexander, so maybe I scrambled the Egyptian AI's brain. I don't know. Well, I'm just going to mull about until we get attacked. Build stuff and keep an eye on my provincial loyalties. Cassandros has gout now. I'm going to build up a couple of ports here. What is that? We don't have the space. We do, though. In fact, I'm not going to build it quite yet, because we can take a policy that says we get 10% off of our build cost. We built another 2 ports here. We're going to see if that allows us to repair our mega triremes. Mega polyremes? Alright. God, another war with Thrace. I wonder about this alliance. He seems to be... He attacked Byzantium and took this one territory. And now he's gone mad with his vassal again. Well, while we're waiting, we may as well... why not do this? Siege ability, morale of armies. 60 months. Korinthos will get a level 2 fort. We need to do that right now. We're not at war. How about you? Well, let's do it. Thrace would have to be out of his mind to attack us, but he wouldn't be out of his mind to ally with Egypt. So if we were to break this alliance, we might find him knocking on our doorstep here, that I have conveniently deforted. So we're going to keep him on board for at least for a while. I think we could win with either, really. Let's send this guy. We need to get these max into these cities and promoting, so I am going to import some vegetables to our capital and move some pops about and populate these Macedonian cities here proper. I moved some max from this territory here down to Thessaly. Got some of these cities, a few Macedonians, so that they will promote and get their ratios right. At least in theory, the ratios, yeah, they have no nobles there at all. So those Macedonians at some point will promote up to nobles. The same is said here. Actually, this we need more pops in that city. In Pydna, we have nobles, Macedonians will promote. Here as well, we have some promotion going on. 0 citizens, and nobles will promote there as well. And then Alexandria have promotion activities there as well. I may move more pops. I'm going to keep at least 800 or 700 thereabouts in the bank, just in case Egypt attacks, which they should. Well, whoomp, there it is. Games are over, and Egypt has declared war on us. The war goal, what is that? Odrysian, I say. Take Philistia. Well, look at that. It worked. They're almost healed up. The problem is, I wonder if the Egyptians knew it somehow. The problem is getting our mega polyremes here without getting them summarily dispatched, because they move very slow and can be found readily. We need mercenaries as well, clearly. Who is participating on the Egyptian side? It seems just Egypt at the present. There's a nice fat stack of mercenaries right here. And probably, if we go and pick them up with our fleet, it'd probably be worth our while, really, right? So these guys, these mercs, are all taken care of. They're worked over. I'm going to try to steal one of the Egyptians' mercs and march him out of the deltas. There's a 15k merc with an 8 marshal. There's an 11k merc right here with an 11 marshal, which is about as good or thereabouts. How about you? Who are you? There's a 14 marshal man right there. I was thinking we'll get these two guys up to speed, headed down this way. And then we'll get that other unit on board here. Right here, this 11. Let's see, 13. Who are you? That looks about right as well. Let's get him on board. And right there, we'll recruit him. And march our way over this way toward our fleet that's about to leave. These ships are about to be built. Well, that's war score waiting to happen, but we can head here. Where's our fat stack? He's right here, the 18,000 man. Let's get him here. And then we will reorganize, or not actually, and head right over here to Pella to get picked up. Well, we can take 150 gold and bypass the eastern capital. What is it going to do for us? Not a lot, really. Especially if we're not going to be staying there. Let's get on with it. We'll bypass it. There's the Egyptian army. We can see proper taxes, some elephants, archers, heavy infantry. He's hired this merc right out from under us. How he's going to de-exile him, I don't really know. I built out some triremes and Liborians to this polyreme fleet. We have the main fleet headed here. This fat Sleuthed mercs are going to meet there and head back down this direction. Where are all of our glorious vassals? Shouldn't they be sieging down? Oh, they are. They're right there. I'm pretty sure he's going to take his war goal before we get down there. I'm putting the mercs in front here. I'm going to stagger the lead here. We'll put this merc there, and we'll get leave our taxes in the rear there. We may as well take the siege ability and morale of armies. Will take 60 months. Let's do it right now. We can release Corinth as a feudatory, and I don't figure why not. I picked up this big merc stack. We're going to head down to Alexandria and see about making that fort go away with our mega trireme, polyremes, mega polyreme. There they are, 100%. We could call up some levies from Macedon. Do we even have the room we could call them? We could house a few of them, Merlin. You never really know when that is going to be needed, so why should we be in a hurry? When we can call up a fat levy stack here and not board the ship, but we can just almost board the ship and send some units down to deal with Andros. These mercs here have a pretty good gig. Mulling about detail, I think. We are closing in on the enemy's position. There's no way we get there in time, though, at least by my best reckoning. They always end the assault just before you arrive, somehow. We're gonna head to Alexandria with our fleet. It's moving, not exactly quickly. In very close proximity here to the Egyptian fleet. We should have the upper hand. Here we go. These guys are about to arrive here. And it's just an overwhelming force. And then there's this bit going on as well. And here we go. The siege is lost, as I said. The siege is lost, but the battle is won. Now, he gave it about as good as he got. Won't. We're taking the fort back. Let's go ahead. Let's see the food status here. We have a truckload of food. I'm going to reorganize some of these troops. I've diverted from Alexandria over to the level 2 fort in this eastern delta area. It tends to be more of a pain than not. I've moved our 4 siege engineer taxes forward into this fort area. Have these guys reorganizing. And this mega polyreme group is arriving. I'm going to down this fort immediately. We found this lot here that have been beaten and battered. I'm going to land here. Have at it. Thrace looks to be holding down our capital, or would-be capital over in Pella. And there's not a lot going on here. They did not stick to this siege because we've done it. We've done it. Good for them. Well, look at that. We can start this integration. Because why? I don't know. Normally it makes you wait 10 years, but apparently not so much so. So I should start improving the opinion of essentially all of our vassals so as to integrate them. We have arrived at our location or destination. Let's go ahead and assault that. And we'll get our mercs headed right here. We can't go there? We can though. Our siege engineers are making short work of this fort. These guys are making a comeback here. We have a very large stack here. We're about evenly matched other than the levy of Macedonia. We're just going to reinforce. Let's see if there's any way to get any more morale. I canceled some vegetables in honor of being in the middle of a war and took some iron. It should give us a heavy infantry discipline. We have this one already actioned. Suppose we could take this, why not do it? Let's do that, why not do it? That looks like about the size of it. What happens is gonna happen. Let's see what's going on here. He's taking more than we are, and we have reinforcements on the way, so over for him. He's about to crack, we'll get one last lick in. Boom. Stack wiped a little army here. Various sorts here, but we outnumber them 2 to 1. We're a bit morale challenged. We'll probably lose, to be frank. I'm evacuating these mercs out here to our fleet and reinforce this effort that no longer has a fort. We've taken Leontopolis. I'm pretty sure we take those guys. Let's go over here. Pop assimilation speed. We could take that and keep this for another 5 years or what. That's not bad, really. Is that going to do us much any good? Not really. Take the tax, the discipline, aggressive expansion change. That sounds good. Let's do that. Looks like our Thracian friends have occupied this area for themselves. The Asiatic League is sieging down Andros. We're down this dreadful siege finally. Let's move it out. Let's assault the Egyptian capital. We dropped it. Let's head over here and reinforce this effort. Who are these guys? Well, they can be useful for various things. What they are exactly? Well, we'll keep them on anyway, as we can disband them or keep them, so we may as well keep them. There are a lot of troops on the way up towards the eastern delta here. They haven't taken kindly to there. It's being conquered. But we have this fleet turning around to reinforce. It's looking grim for the Egyptians. Our Taxus is taking them down. Yeah, it's over. Oh, they lost another merc. Let's go and take over this territory here. I got about a 2-for-1 here. Do we attack? Maybe we do. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Let's say we go and take out this fort there. The Egyptian fleet is out here. We are here. Let's take that fort out. Boom. Should be gone now. It is gone. I think he caught out our mercenary. But we have the Macedonian levy and a couple of merc stacks on the way as well. So we have a new Basilius. It's quite good at what he does. Some stability, and it's about the size of it. This battle should go well. 2-to-1 advantage. Our morale is higher. He's cooked. Now the question is, do we carry on, or do we take what we can get with the 82 war score? Whoops. And peace out and carry on. Let's see. We seem to have quite an ability, 3.30 aggressive expansion for these deltas, as well as we're able to take quite a bit for our 82 war score, which tells me we still have claims in action. I think that the computer or the AI is still, with the recent death of our former Basilius, I think our claims are still intact, but I don't think they're going to remain intact for all that long. This is a nice happy war for 32 aggressive expansion. I see no reason why we shouldn't peace out right now. We can sack Alexandria or leave it be. Let's see. So our capital is here. We'll probably move it over here when we form, or if we form Macedon. But moving it down here is not real high on my list. These cities, let's see. This is the western delta. Let's see what we find there. We have 1 city, 2 city, 3 city, 4, 5 city, no. 5 cities. Not fully populated, not, well, quite full, reasonable number, reasonable. Then we have these other cities here. These cities, and not to mention the various goods that we need to place pops on to sell for funding. So do we need another city? No, we don't. What we need is money for theaters. So we're gonna sack the city and take 1,700 or thereabouts gold and carry on. Seems like actually a reasonable time to stop the episode. It's about, I think, 20 minutes in. We have as yet to become attacked or become engaged with the Seleucids. If that happens, we'll pick it up, and if not, just going to place some governors, shuffle some pops about, build theaters in strategic locations, maybe move some pops to try to get Hellenic and or Macedonian majorities, get some Macedonians in these areas, in these cities, so our research rate isn't in the tank. We have quite a few about, really. Anyway, there's we should have some revolts on the horizon, as I have paid. Let's see the loyalties here. Yeah. It's pretty bad, but we have a truckload of money, really, and can buy mercs from a great many places to put the rebellions down, so it shouldn't be a big deal. The majors have been pared down. Macedon is essentially irrelevant now. Egypt could be a pain if it attacked, but it probably won't because it's... And then the Seleucids could attack. They've taken Armenia. They're probably going to have a civil war. And that leaves us free to build stuff and shuffle pops about to better drive our efficiencies relative to various matters such as research rate and legion count. But I don't want to torque the legion count here, as we're going to end up here, I'm pretty sure. So what we do want is a claim. Oh, look at that. We have claims there already. Well, good for me. Then we don't need to file any then, huh? Unless the machine still thinks that our Basilius is alive. I'm going to let a month pass in between episodes. I hope to see you in the next one.